We're live.
Hello, and welcome to Soiree Lifestyle Series 2020. Thank you for joining our group and growing our community. We are now a community of 500 plus. Please say hello to us in the comments and let us know that you're here. Also use the comment section for questions you may have for our speaker. For our speakers. The purpose of our group is to share valuable information in featured weekly segments with professionals in their respective fields around lifestyles, relationships, and entertaining. I am Rosemary Skinner. I'm a professional event and wedding planner and an event designer and the owner of Soiree Event Extraordinaire. My co-hosts, Crystal Cotto Sullivan, connector, coach, and counselor, and John Sullivan, counseling from John Sullivan Counseling. Today, we welcome Team Tourism Windsor Essex home for the holidays. We have with us today Chief Executive Officer Tourism Windsor Essex Peely Island, Gordon Orr, Vice President of Destination Development, Lynn Bain, and Director of Marketing and Communications, Jason Toner. So I'm going to read you their bios and then we're going to switch over to see all the exciting things that they have for us right here at home for the holidays. Gordon Orr has been with the tourism industry and hospitality for 25 years. He's the leader and CEO of the region's official destination marketing organization. Is focused on fulfilling the mandate of tourism Windsor Essex Peely Island by forging partnerships through a united tourism industry. In 2005, Destinations International awarded him his professional certificate of achievement in destination management. Gordon is a member of many boards and associations, including past president and current member of the Rotary Club of Windsor Roseland, immediate past president, Maryville Adolescent and Family Services Board of Directors, director and Senate representative, the University of Windsor's Alumni Board of Directors, director, Sector Advisory Committee for Destination Ontario, board member, Windsor Essex Regional Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. Gordon's career in the public sector industry is also matched by his sense of community service. In 2018, he received a 20-year volunteer service award by Ontario Ministry of Citizenship and Immigration. Gordon is a Windsor native and is a proud graduate of the University of Windsor with an honors Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication Studies. Gordon also received his master's certificate in municipal leadership by York University's Schulich School of Business in 2012. Welcome, Gordon. Lynette Bain joined the Tourism Windsor Essex Peely Island in October of 2011. As Vice President of Destination Development, Lynette is responsible for the administrative functions of the organization, as well as carrying out the mandate of visitor services, product development, tourism programming, stakeholders engagement. As part of her role at Tourism Windsor Essex, Lynette has been involved in the organization and coordination of both international, national, and provincial events, leading teams of hospitality professionals. Lynette also volunteers her time as a board member for the Culinary Tourism Association, the vice chair for Attractions Ontario, a member of the St. Clair College Hospitality Program Advisory Board, advisor to the Essex Peely Island Coast Wine Growers Association and the Lakeshore Horse Racing Association, where she is responsible for promotion and entertainment at a harness racing horse track. Lynette lives in Lakeshore with her husband Dave and their son Nathan, where they enjoy boating, spending time with family, and their raised horses. Lynette graduated from the University of Windsor with a Bachelor of Commerce and Economics co-op degree in 1999. Jason Toner is the Director of Marketing and Communications for Tourism Windsor Essex Peely Island. Jason draws over 18 years of corporate, not-for-profit, and agency sectors and provides direction and coordination of all our communications, marketing, and public information. He has grown the Tourism Windsor Essex social brands into powerhouse communication channels in the region and utilizes his creative flair daily to help create award-winning and memorable campaigns like the Best of Windsor Essex Awards, our Where Can We Take You campaign, and the Plenty of Reasons video series. Jason also brings a wealth of small and large scale event planning experiences to the table with his previous work experience with Global Spectrum Facility Management. He was integrally involved in many of our large scale events that come to the city, like Skate Canada International, CARHA Hockey World Cup, and the Can-Am Police Fire Games, in addition to major concerts like Elton John and Carrie Underwood. He sits as the chair of the Windsor Essex Regional Chamber of Commerce Business Excellence Awards, and as well volunteers his time mentoring as a big brother. When he isn't working, He is an avid foodie, whether it's cooking or heading out to the best restaurants in the region. You also spot him every day walking his German Shepherd with his husband. Welcome, everyone. We are so pleased to have you back. And what a great team you are. And we are in such great hands with so much experience and so community, so with so much community involvement. So we know you guys are really very heavily invested into our community. And I just want to say from all of us, thank you for what you do and what you're doing, especially during these trying times. And we are looking forward. Now we're going to turn it over to your wonderful team, Gord, Lynette, and Jason, and let you take it from here.
Well,
So
thanks, Rosemary. And after those introductions, I'm surprised we have any time left, but it's great to be back with you and Crystal and John. We appreciate the opportunity to talk to your audience, and we are looking forward to sharing what they can do very close to home. So we're going to start that. So Jason, if you could please share the screen. I hope you like the cover graphic. I stayed up all night doing that.
It looks great, Gord.
Yeah. All right. So that's where we started. So here we are, the three people on the screen in the photo and live and in person. We're hamming it up there a little bit. We were, and very proud, a few weeks ago, we received a tourism marketing award through the Tourism Industry Association of Ontario at the annual Tourism Summit. And we were recognized on a provincial stage for our holiday gift guide, which we're going to talk to you about today. And there you can see that Lynette is thanking everyone for those that voted for us. Jason's with pride holding up our logo, and I am checking to see if there's a candy center in the award itself. All right, next please, Jason. So what we're hoping is everyone continues to stay well and do their part. And we recognize that as we're trying to build back consumer confidence, we have to make sure that people feel comfortable about venturing outside of their homes, venturing outside of their neighborhoods, and supporting local here in Windsor, Essex. And this safe travel stamp is something that was recognized by the World Travel and Tourism Council. It's administered through the Tourism Industry Association of Ontario. It's recognized globally, and it helps with trusted travel tips. And we have over 34 locations. I just saw the list this morning. We're at 34 and growing locations in Windsor, Essex, of people, businesses, I should say, that are recognized as a safe travel destination and place of business, where that will help, of course, alleviate concerns of people that might be visiting their place of business. And it's those that recognize that safe travels and safety protocols are paramount during this time. We're happy to say that Tourism Windsor Essex was the first certified destination marketing organization, or DMO, in the province of Ontario to receive our safe travel stamp. So there it is. There's the geographic boundary we're all familiar with, Windsor, Essex, Pelee Island. And that's the jurisdiction that we are responsible for on a daily basis to help market and promote. And typically we're doing that to folks outside of our region, trying to drive visitation, whether it be day trip or overnight, to our area. That's the geographic boundary of where our stakeholders are from. And that is the geographic boundary where we're hoping that the Windsorites and our friends in the county will venture out and continue to support small business. As we've shared with you before, tourism was the first hit because of this pandemic. It was hit the hardest, and it'll take the longest to recover. And it all but decimated our industry, and there is much loss and sacrifice of people that are running small business and even big business in this community. And it's important that we recognize that if we can help support each other, then it's going to make this very difficult time a little less difficult for us. So what we're going to do today is share some thoughts and share some programs that we have in mind to help encourage visitation locally within that geographic boundary of Windsor, Essex. So first up is our holiday gift guide. And I'm going to turn it over to Jason now, who's going to discuss a little bit about why we won the award and then a little bit about the campaign. Jason, please.
Great, thank you, Gordon. And whoever's watching or when you watch later, what we're going to talk today, everything is housed in a website we've created called yqgholidays.ca. And what we really want that to be is the destination for everything to see and do during the holiday season in Windsor, Essex. So the first part I'm going to talk about is our holiday gift guide. And this year, more than ever, has been the focus of supporting local. Last year, this was an 8-page guide. This year, we grew it to a 24-page guide, distributed all across the county. We did 35,000 direct mail. We have another 7,000 that are out in stores and in person that you can pick up. And then our digital edition at yqgholidays.ca. But we partnered with the Windsor-Essex Regional Chamber of Commerce, the Windsor-Essex Small Business Center, the Ontario Greenhouse Vegetable Growers Association, as well as our Essex-Pelee Island Coast Wine Growers Association to put together this guide. And really, it is a guide to support local. Within this guide, you can find 175 plus small businesses to support to keep your dollars local. As we all know, when you spend local, it goes back into your local economy. Local is many terms too, so it can be locally going in person to the big chains that are employing our local residents, ordering online directly from some of our local small businesses, or actually physically going to those retail spaces that you can get gifts from. So in the gift guide, you can flip through, and there's several different facets to when you're looking at the gifts. We have local artisans on every page in the front half, and those are local artisans that are part of our We Made It program. So We Made It is Windsor Essex Made, and all those artisans are from the region, and they're all gifts that you can purchase directly. When you go into the digital version, for example, you can click directly to their purchase site to buy direct from them. As well, on each of the page, we also highlight some other small businesses from the Windsor Essex Small Business Center. So for example, we have a double page spread for gifts for your +1, so your significant other in your life. But at the bottom, there's 5 gifts for mom or 5 gifts for dad that you may want to pick up. Next page, we go into gifts for friends, you know, some great recommendations like coffee mugs or a bottle of engraved whiskey from Wiser's, for example, then some vegan gift ideas or foodie. So it covers the gamut of everything that you can purchase for different types of people in your life. You know, gifts for your coworker, gifts for kids. There's an important section here too, which is our locally made retailers. So there are 3 partners in this guide that only feature locally made gifts, and they're a great place to go to get a multitude of our We Made It partners under one roof. So you have the Gibson Gallery, which is in Amherstburg. We have the Local Maker, which is in Kingsville Main Street, and then Urban Art Market, which is in Walkerville. So what they do is they're getting a ton of artisans that don't necessarily have retail space or have online shops, and you can book directly or buy directly from them. The last part of the my portion of the gift guide that we're going to talk about right now is the fact that you can win all of these gifts. So on this page right now, you can see gifts for friends. Today, I'm trying to think who the featured gift is. Oh, it's Eyes for the Skies. So Eyes for the Skies makes pottery and hand paints mugs. So every day at yqgholidays.ca, we're encouraging you to go and look for our feature gift and our feature icon. The feature icon is hidden somewhere on one of the pages within the guide, and all you need to do is tell us where that feature icon is, and you could win one of the gifts that's featured in the guide. So again, we're giving away a painted llama mug today, actually, from Eyes for the Skies, or a pair of them. So every day we're giving it away for 40 days. We're about halfway through the contest, so it wraps up on December 18th, but it's over $4,000 worth of prizes that we're giving away just from us. You can also listen to Country 959. They're doing a 12 days of giveaways for us. If this Friday, if you participate in Cans for a Cause, you can win gifts with AM 800 at the Cans for a Cause at Devonshire Mall. And tomorrow on windsorite.ca, we have a takeover of their social page for the chance to win gifts too. And all of this is, again, to support local. So just helping raise awareness of our local artisans and get out to support local and keep those dollars local. If we don't support them, we don't think a lot of them will be around when we come out of the curve of this pandemic. So the more that you can get out, buy local and buy direct, the more important it is for our entire industry. I'm going to pass this over now to Lynette, who's going to talk about a very exciting portion of our gift guide.
Thank you. Well, Rosemary, you'll be happy because now we're going to talk about wine. And part of buying and supporting local is really appreciating the amazing beverage producers that we have in our region. And I know that last time we were on, we did spend quite a bit of time on this, but I think it's warranted to discuss it again. And in front of you right now is the Making Spirits Bright holiday box. And this is a collaboration between all of the Epic wine partners. And it's a collection of wines handpicked by the winemakers, one of their favorites for the holiday season, that you can get. So there's 14 wines in total for one price of $275. And that's all taxes in, and it's delivered directly to your door anywhere in Canada, actually. So we have had some orders from out of province for sure, and all across the province of Ontario too. And the amazing thing about this is because not only are we making your spirits brighter with these amazing wines, but you're also brightening the lives of some children through the Windsor Essex Children's Foundation. A $25 donation is made for the sale of every box. And you can find that by visiting our YQG for the holidays or epicwineries.com. And this is just a reminder too, that not only you don't need to support the wineries only through buying this holiday box, but you can shop and visit their retail stores. We do have postings that show who's open. Most of our wineries, their retail stores are still open, or you can order from their online shops and they'll deliver right to your door. Usually it's a minimum order of only $50 and you get it delivered for free. So think about your holiday table. Think about a gift you'd want to give to one of your good friends. Think about a bottle of local wine to enjoy. And it's not hard to find with the amazing flavors that we have across the region. And then we'll shift to the next one. So now this is our Barrels, Bottles, and Brews program, and it is 10 breweries, 2 distilleries, and we have an amazing gift opportunity. For $25, you can purchase a flight log by visiting barrelsbottlesbrews.ca, and this gives you flights at all the participating partners. It's an amazing gift, a stocking stuffer, something that people can enjoy all year long, and it's a really great way to show someone you love them, and an easy way for you to support local as well. And then similar to our wineries, you can order from our breweries online or by visiting their tasting rooms. And we have our Fill Up Friday promotion that runs to really encourage people to think, if they're going to be filling up that fridge for the holidays or for the weekend, think about what local brews you can enjoy. And there's so many different gift options with merch and collaborations that you can purchase to give away, and different options from some of our local markets that are providing collaborative boxes. Through Lee and Maria's, you can get a gift pack of different breweries, the bevy boxes. There's so many different options there. And now we're going to talk a little about eating local. So on in our gift guide, there's a section that the Ontario Greenhouse Vegetable Growers sponsored, and it's reminding us that we can eat fresh all year long. And the holidays are definitely no exception to that. Those bright, beautiful colors don't have to be just for the spring and summer. And there's some amazing inspirational recipe ideas provided by the Greenhouse Vegetable Growers that are paired with some local wines. So you can enjoy those crisp flavors all year long and during the holidays on your table. So think about the different vegetables and fruits that we can get year round from our greenhouses, because we are the greenhouse capital of North America. So consider those options when stocking your fridge for the holidays or for thinking of your recipes for your family. And we also have great takeout options. Takeout Tuesday is a campaign that we've been running since March, and we kind of reinvigorated that a little bit now that we've kind of moved into more restrictive phases. But there's some really good ideas for holiday meal packages, meal prep. You can order a box that's your whole turkey dinner in one shot, or you can enjoy pre-made holiday meals through our takeout guide that's available on YQG for the holidays. You can see how easy it is to support some of our local operators that might need that extra boost since they can't have as many diners indoors. Their takeout options are just phenomenal, and they've really pivoted to be able to serve our local customers with some great options of local items that are showcasing farmers, producers. We've even had another local restaurant earn their Feast On designation, which shows that they're sourcing local, sourcing from Ontario. And that way you're really beefing up how you're supporting local when you're shopping local, you're eating local, and you're drinking local. And then For the Love of the Crust. Oh my goodness. Did anyone see that Pizza Club video that we just launched? And we got to enjoy Gordon at our media conference tossing some dough. And boy, did I learn a lot of lessons from Gord when he was tossing that dough in the air. And he makes it look easy, but let me tell you, it's really tough because we have some amazing experts in our region with the amazing local Italian heritage that we have that have kept up some great traditions for pizza. And we thought, what better way to celebrate that history, that tradition, than to launch the Windsor Pizza Club, which was done in October. And it's 8 stops of some unique Windsor style pizza that people can get a free membership card. And when you make a purchase at one of the participating locations, you can enter a chance to win pizza for a year, as well as if you complete all the stops, you get a free Windsor Pizza Club t-shirt. It's kind of something that you can have for bragging rights. And it's a good way to tell your friends who maybe don't live in Windsor, Essex, why Windsor Pizza is the best, with some amazing videos and creative. And so just get out there, order a pizza, enjoy our amazing Windsor style pizza, because it's a great way to have a quick dinner during the holidays and support local business.
Lynette, you mentioned that I made it look easy, and that's because I had a great teacher. As you'll recall, that day we were at Antonino's, and Joe Cheravino, who is the owner operator there and has a history of family tradition of making pizza, taught me how to do it. And I'm also no stranger to Chef Boyardee, so that's right.
Did he offer you a job, Gord? That's what I want to know.
Are you trying to get rid of me, Lynette? This is what I'm wanting to know.
I see your future.
So we've talked about food and drink and pizza. And we just want to remind everyone too about shopping local. And I think we've touched on it, but here, of course, is one of our downtown streets. I believe that's Maiden Lane, where the DWBIA, the Downtown Windsor Business Improvement Association, is helping light up downtown for the holiday season. But we had started a campaign the first few months into the pandemic with our friends, and they took on the leadership role of Shop YQG. And this was a program that was not only for the small retail merchants, but it was also for big box retail. It was just trying to encourage people to get out to visit our business districts, our big shopping malls, as well as small business, and that shopping local will go a long way. And that campaign has continued to resonate. Hashtag ShopYQG is what we used. And it is just to remind everyone that you don't have to order everything off Amazon or have it shipped to you. You can enjoy picking it up or even having it shipped locally. Next up is, sometimes it's very difficult to find that gift for someone that might have everything, or at least you feel like they've got everything. So what we wanted to do in the guide, and we did quite successfully, is mention, and it's also online, of course, some buyable experiences. And there are a couple that I would like to highlight. First, with the Canadian Historical Aircraft Association, you can buy a 1-hour flight, I believe, and get a flight over the Windsor-Essex region. And another one is through Michael DeFazio, and he's, of course, in Ford City. And he was making charcuterie boards where you could actually buy an experience. You could go, you could enjoy this experience, you could learn how to make a cutting board. We were there not too long ago, and Lynette was actually helping, I think, shellac it. I'm not quite sure what she was doing. I don't think she was either. But anyway, my point is that you can have an experience with your family, friends, the people that are in your bubble, or wait till it's safe to do so. But you can actually go out and enjoy something that's a gift that's shared rather than just for one individual. Next up, please, Jason. I think I'm going to turn it back to you, Jason, actually.
Thank you, Gordon. And one of our last programs to touch on is the gift of caffeine, keep everyone running through the holidays. We have a great program called Coffee Culture. And what it celebrates is our local roasters and our local coffee shops. So you can go and grab a coffee as you're running around, but grab a bag of beans while you're there, add on to your order, grab a gift card to give to someone to get a coffee later. It's supporting those small businesses. It takes a lot more for those coffee shops in sales than it does for a big box retailer or even a large retailer that has a lot of product in there. They're doing $4 or $5 a cup to stay alive. So a lot of them, like Anchor Coffee in Walkerville, for example, they've got a whole little boutique set up to help supply you with stuff that you would want when you're going in there. They have plants, mugs, beans as well. Other artisans showcase snacks. But go out and support our coffee partners. A lot of them are popping up and growing in retail space now too. So there's certainly a movement. And when you're buying that coffee that's locally roasted, you're getting a story outside of it too. You're talking to the roaster and you're learning more about the actual origin of the beans. I sign up with Chance Coffee and we get coffee delivery every month. That's another great gift to give if you have a real coffee lover, that you can get fresh beans delivered to someone's house every single month. And it's 2 different flavors every month that arrive at my door. So you're learning a story and learning more about coffee, and it is a flavor experience. What we also wanted to touch on, and you can find this all at yqgholidays.ca again, is our holiday events guide, and really the aspect of staying virtual or staying socially distanced. Normally events are a big focus for us in our yqgholidays.ca, where not so much this year. There aren't as many. And what people are looking to do is stay safe. So we have them divided up in 2 ways. One is in person, and in person is a pretty broad term. But this weekend's parade in Windsor, for example, would be in person, but you're in your bubble, in your car, driving through the parade experience. So in person, but socially distanced. And then we have a great a virtual tab. So any events that you can celebrate virtually. There's different, there's the Nutcracker virtually. You can do the CP train, which is usually one of the top events for people to attend. This year it's going virtual, so you can experience the magic of the holidays all from the comfort of your own home. So check it out, and it's a great opportunity to stay festive, but celebrate in this weird world that is this year. Part of an announcement that we were part of this week is the Bright Lights Windsor citywide. So I think we, like everyone else, were sad when we saw that Bright Lights in its traditional space at Jackson Park couldn't happen. We're happy to be part of the reincarnation of the mini Bright Lights set up across the city. So we've created a page at yqgholidays.ca that highlights all of the hubs. You can go and download a map, which you can see here, of all the setups of the lights across the city. And what it also highlights is the BIAs and what the BIAs are doing. So Gordon talked about downtown, and they have the lights projected down the streets and some window decal or window artwork. Ottawa Street has great lights up. Sandwich Town was all lit up. One of our coworkers said it was beautiful driving at 8 a.m. to see it all lit up as you're driving into town, just to get you festive. So there's a guide to all the lights across the region. We also have a button there that highlights some of the other towns and the lights that they're doing. So Kingsville, LaSalle, Tecumseh, and Essex are all putting together maps of houses that are lit up that you can go experience lights from your car and create holiday traditions. One of the memories I talk about every Christmas Eve, I used to go with my dad. We go get chocolate milk and a snack for Santa, and then drive around for an hour and look at the holiday lights. And I think that this can be a new tradition that people do if they aren't already doing it. Add it to their repertoire each year for the holidays. Also within this, Tim Hortons is a sponsor, and we're asking people to snap and share their pictures while they're at the Bright Lights installations. So we'll be putting up posters this week. Snap a picture, and then you'll be able to scan the QR code that's there. It'll take you to a page to upload your picture and share with us. And we'll be giving away 10 prize packs from Tim Hortons as part of this too. So a great way to engage and share your family memories with us, and still get festive and have some holiday spirit. As of right now, the lights will be up until January 10th. And I know they're planning to extend that if it's well received. And our last major talking point is our Home for the Holidays campaign. So we launched this last year, and what it is a discount program for hotels. So we have options for great hotel packages from our participating partners at yqgholidays.ca. But with that, normally it's a campaign that we heavily market out of market for people to visit. This year, we're shifting that messaging a little bit. And we do realize that some people do have some people within their bubble that they'll be inviting here. We're not encouraging you to keep those people in your house. If you're visiting socially distanced, we have great options for visitors to stay in hotels while they're here, or if they're passing through, and stay safe. They're professionally cleaned. Our hotels are some of the best at following the latest restrictions by the health unit or provincially mandated. So it's great options. Or if you're looking for something to do during the holidays, pick up one of the packages and take it for yourself. You know, there's one that includes a $50 Devonshire gift card to go shopping on your own. There's one with, you get some Caesars for some hair of the dog the morning after you're out celebrating. So there's some great options out there to explore on your own and create your own staycation during the holidays. So they all end on December 30th. So you can go and book now. And again, you know, we're not encouraging travel here, but if you have people coming, this would be the best way to accommodate them. And then I'll send it back to Gordon.
Thank you very much, Jason. So those are two of my talented team members. We're a lean team of 9, 3 of us and 6 others that I have the privilege of working with every day, and they continue to promote this destination to help drive overnight visitation, day trip visitation, and of course, leave an economic footprint behind. So our closing message, I guess, is stay well, stay local, and stay hopeful this holiday season. Thanks very much, Rosemary, for having us.
Oh, thank you very much. This is wonderful. I'll just wait till we go back to full screen here. Yeah, this is amazing. There's so many great initiatives, so many programs out there, so many things to do. And I'm writing it all down because, you know, I want to experience them all, because I thought this is awesome. I love the wine with that was for sure the wine.
We'll share hers.
But even like the coffees, Jason, I love that idea, the coffee where you get the bag, like 2 bags a month with the beans and stuff. And not only does it make a great gift idea, but even just to experience it at home yourself. And then the bright lights, what a beautiful display. I was in Amherstburg a couple of weeks ago, and theirs were up, and oh, it looks so nice. It was so like, wow. I mean, it's unfortunate we can't do it, but what's wonderful is how it got shifted to, okay, we can't do it that way, but here's what we can do. So we're still getting to experience it. And you know what? It's actually maybe good because it kind of branches it out, right? So it gets us to go a little further out. And then
So Gord, what did they do? Did they take the lights from Jackson Park and just move them around?
Yeah, that's exactly what they did, basically, for an easy, quick answer. But they wanted to go out to the community and go out to some city facilities and the business districts and make sure that, I believe, every ward has something, doesn't it, Jason?
Yeah, every ward. And then what they took was basically the most popular installations that were in the park, so you can still experience them. So like next door to us, for example, is a World Peace at the Art Gallery, and then they have a Canadiana set up at the Aquatic Center. So they theme them out. And what's great about too is they made them so a lot of them are indoors, so people can't be touching and playing with them because they don't want to deal with that aspect of the cleanliness of them, and if more people are touching them. But there's still great photo opportunities with them. So they're
can you
posed
walk
so that
by,
your
or you just have to
family
drive by?
You'll be able to walk by because they do want you to explore the districts while you're out too. A lot of them are near shopping districts and shopping areas. So at our website, so at the YQGHolidays.ca, when you explore each district, we highlight if there's an installation in there and what each district is doing. So when we talked about, you know, downtown, Ottawa Street, Wyandotte Street's doing a really cool thing, celebrating cultural heritage too with their light displays. So we highlight what they're doing, and then a link to small businesses that participate on our website that you could support while you're out there exploring the lights too. So trying to make it full circle. Again, a lot of this is getting back to that shop local, support local as part of this.
I wonder if it'd be interesting to see if they continue doing that rather than have them all at Jackson Park. It forced you to move around.
Well, it does, but what it doesn't do is give you that cluster of 100,000 people or so that can enjoy the Festival of Lights. And there is nothing like it at Jackson Park. It's been a great festival. It's been awarded and recognized as such. But I think this is, again, as Rosemary was saying, this year you can't do the traditional. You've got to pivot.
Yeah.
And it's a great way of reaching out to the community. And I think it was, I'm glad that they're not sitting in a warehouse somewhere.
Right.
They're actually going to be available to the public.
Right. That's great. Good.
Well, Jason, when you were talking about as a kid, that this is way longer than when you were a kid, but when I was a kid, we used to do the same thing. My dad would load the 5 of us in a car and we would go down Riverside Drive. And I can still remember there was one house that had Santa and the reindeers. Honest to God, every year we were so excited to go and look at this. this display. And still, I love to go. We take my mom out. She's 91. So every year we go out and look at them. Now, we did take her to Jackson's Park and she loved it. So this year we're going to the tour and we'll probably go to Kingsville. We'll go to Amherstburg. We'll go all around and see all of the lights. It's a fun thing to do for sure.
And what's great this year is a lot of the towns are embracing that and doing those maps, which is nice to see, and doing friendly competitions. There's that one house on Buford in in LaSalle.
I saw that. Looked like Chevy Chase.
My house. It's
Yeah.
amazing. That is just, I mean, every year he's added to it, but I don't know if anybody saw in the news, his wife, so they do a big Halloween one, like the lights, and this year wasn't up. I thought, oh, something must be wrong. Well, his wife ended up having an aneurysm and it was very bad. And he said, if you come out of this, I'm going to make it bigger and better. He was on the news, he was saying this, and I mean, there's lights in the grass. It is like amazing. Like I drive, it's right like a couple blocks from our house, right? So I use Boulevard quite a bit to go into the city. And at night, it's just mesmerizing. It's unbelievable.
And when
That's great. I got to see that one.
When Jason was telling that very sentimental story about he and his father, he said hot chocolate was really Bailey's, but still. The point is.
Well, I think this has been fantastic, because you have so many ideas, and I do have the holiday gift guide, which is absolutely amazing. I picked it up on Saturday, and I know it's all on your website as well, but the thing that I've been noticing people are talking about are the experiences. People are looking for some type of experience. They can't travel. People are used to going places around Christmas, even, I mean, all 9 months, 10 months now, almost 11. So people are saying, okay, what kind of experiences can we have? And I think this is great that it's not just, okay, come to Windsor, Essex County and go to here or here, but how can we put experiences together and what can we do in the small group? So I really think this is a wonderful guide, because it's not just the gifts. It's like, okay, here we are, we're going to be around for the holidays. What are we going to do? And so, even the must visits in the different towns, that's fantastic. So that, because some people aren't familiar with the different centers in the county. So it really does give people a place to start to create those experiences.
Sure. And those experiences are better when they're shared. And, and so we're very, very happy with it for sure. Lynette, why don't you touch on a few of how you've been bundling through your product and program development, some experiences over time?
Yeah, absolutely. So we work with our stakeholders and help them to build experiences. So we offer them some workshops and some coaching. And something that a lot of our businesses have learned is how to partner with other like-minded businesses, because then they can bring together an authentic experience. One that we worked on earlier this year. It feels like last year. Felt like so long ago, with GL Heritage Brewing, who put together a whole heritage experience in Amherstburg with tin smithing, a buggy ride, learning about the history of beer, local food. So that was an amazing idea to bring together bundling of experiences. Breweries and wineries have been doing this for quite some time now, offering those pairing events and charcuterie boards, and we're working with them this year to help bring that to life in a digital fashion. So not necessarily virtually, but more, how can we help them to put those experiences together and sell them online for them, so it's easy to click on and just purchase and experience a trail or a pass that way. So keep a watch out for the first quarter of next year. We're going to have some really cool new digital things that we're launching that we're really excited about. But it definitely is all about the experience. You don't have to leave home to feel like you're gone a world away, because sometimes when we learn a new skill or something like that from an expert, what they might think is ordinary and something they do every day, the consumer, the person purchasing the experience thinks it's quite extraordinary. And that's something that Michael DeFazio likes to say about him sanding, which is what I was doing to the charcuterie board, Gord, not varnishing, sanding. He's never done that before, so he doesn't know. So, he thought, well, who would want to watch me sand or to learn how to sand. I do this every day. And you should see the people when they're doing a workshop, they're working on their own table or their own charcuterie board, and they're sanding and oiling, because that's what you do when you use a mineral oil, Gordon. It brings out the natural. And it's like the most amazing thing in the world that they can do this. Same things, putting together of a floral arrangement or a Christmas display, things like that. But what someone who does that every day is just like, okay, yeah, big deal. But for someone who has never done that before, it's something they can remember.
And let me, if I could, and that's all great stuff. And now thanks for letting me know what you're doing. But
so I obviously didn't answer your question, is what you're trying to say. Okay,
no, it gave me time to think of another good example. But just last week, actually, as a team exercise, 8 of us met at Anna's in Kingsville, and they had planter classes. So I'm gonna probably get this wrong, but is it a 14-inch planter box? But anyway, what we did was we were spread out. We wore our masks. We had gloves on. We probably had, I don't know, 40 feet of space, 2 people to a 20-foot table. And the instructor taught us how to make our own planter, which then you could take home. And we did it as a team building exercise. And it was just a wonderful hour. It was a special class. And these are Bible experiences that you can do.
And
do you have
Gordon,
your planner? Do you have your planner, Gord?
Well, it's being shellacked right now.
Make sure you sand it first.
Things up here.
but Gordon, more to that too, is, you know, you can do in person, but they also flip because they know people aren't comfortable necessarily. Right. So they're selling virtual packages. So you go and buy the kit and you do it with them online from home too. So like they've pivoted their services because they know they can't have as many people. They know they can't give as many courses, and they're almost out of supplies this year. They've been so busy.
Wow.
So, you know, people are really looking for things. What else is there to do right now? So people are doing all of these experiences. Michael DeFazio sold out his first 2. His January ones, I believe, are almost sold out. So he's looking to add February and March classes now because people are looking to get out and do things.
Fantastic. So one of our show last week, we had chocolate and wine pairing, and an experience that they talked about is that there's a company that they're working with. They're having a Christmas party and it's virtual, and each person receives a tasting box and 2 bottles of wine. I think there might be more than one person for the 2 bottles of wine, but anyway, so they get the chocolate and the wine, and then it's a virtual party, and everyone in the company, 300 people, are taking the workshop together.
Awesome.
Yeah, and so I think even, you know, with the bevy boxes and the wine boxes, if people, or even everyone orders from the same restaurant and you've all got the same food, and you can have a great experience without, I mean, it's obviously not the same, but it's a way to really form community, I think, and to support local. It's like, okay, let's all get this wine for this party or whatever. So, well, I thought that was a great idea. And the other comment is Airbnb has been doing the experiences for the last, I don't know, maybe year or so. And I know that people really like to have the experiences, even if they can't stay at the place. If there are a lot of local experiences through Airbnb in the county as well. And that's how I first heard of people saying, you know what, I found this experience out in the county. There's a coffee roaster, and they go out and they have a 3 hours learning about roasting coffee, then drink coffee, get coffee beans, whatever. So I think the experiences are out there. We just have to discover them. And I'm going to sign up for that charcuterie board.
You know, that'd be cool, making your own charcuterie board.
Good, yeah. I've done the Lee Valley stuff, so I love working with wood. Cool.
Or can help you sand it if you.
Yeah.
You could be my sander.
The other idea that I like was the beer flights. What a nice, what a cool thing to do. You know, to do that as well. Like, can you pick those up? You can pick those up, or you go to the brewery.
You can buy them online at barrelsbottlesbrews.ca, or you can buy them at the Tourism Windsor Essex office as well, and you can get your passport that way. And you don't have to use it all at once. You can spread out your tastings.
So that's a great gift. Yeah, like get pizza and some beer.
Yeah, it's $140 value, and you're getting it for $25.
That's actually an awesome
Whoa.
idea. That's
Mhm.
actually, that's a really good idea. And it's a great way to get people to go out to these various businesses, right? Maybe that you would have never thought to go to. So it gives you that, gets you past that going always to the same place. There are so many, like I said, so many great, and then the gifts, I loved all the gift stuff there. I saw some cute little booties. We have a baby coming in our family in January. So I thought, oh, I think I'd pick those up for the baby. And I noticed the hook pusher, the her little logo, because I have a few of her pieces, the crochet lady, and can't remember her name, and I can't believe I can't remember her name right now. Anyways, she does beautiful work, but I saw it was in the picture. I can't believe I lost
Yeah,
her
those
name.
pom-pom hats are a hit this year. Good
Yeah.
gift.
Yes, I have the headscarf thing, and I have the little beret, the French beret, which I actually was wearing earlier today.
Oh, I saw you wearing that. Was that, is it green?
No, it's a black one.
Oh, it's a black one.
Yeah, I hadn't curled my hair, and I had to bring my mom out for an appointment. I thought, oh, I'll just curl that on. It'll get curled when I get back. But there was
Okay,
so
I
great-
love the Windsor Pizza Club. What
Yeah,
a great
I love
idea.
pizza.
I
mean,
know.
And Jason came up with that for the love of the crust. That was his invention of that name. So it's great.
That is great. Because where was I recently? Well, I wasn't anywhere, obviously, but I was talking to someone from out of town, and they were talking about Windsor pizza.
Mhm.
Like people all over talk about Windsor pizza.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my son-in-law in particular loves Windsor pizza. Whenever they come down from Ottawa, we have to get Windsor pizza. So I may just get him one of these passports, and it'll be maybe incentive for them to come down more often.
I
And
Or
this-
you could buy them. You could ship them some pizza. They par cook them and freeze them, and then they're good for shipping.
They do actually ship them?
They do.
Mm.
Come on, he's getting pizza for Christmas.
They
That's
do. You
it.
know what?
Thank
I
you,
heard-
Lynette.
When my
The
sister
best
and
tip
her
of the
husband
day.
lived out west, and they were craving, because they're from here, and they were craving pizza and burners, neither which they could like get, and we did ship them because they were like going crazy, like we can't get it here, like we need some homemade pizza or some pizza from our local pizzerias, and we need burners. So that's going back quite a few years, but they're back home living here now. But yeah, so many great things. I just went through, like I was jotting these down, because I thought, oh my God. And I had to say, obviously a lot of work and thought went into putting this together and partnering up. And you know what's wonderful to know, which I don't think that a lot of people be aware of, is how you do work with local businesses to help them promote, like actually like doing these workshops and stuff, which I don't think that people realize how much work comes out of the tourism bureau, like comes from you guys.
It's
Well,
not just marketing, really. Sorry to cut you off, Gordon, but it really is destination development. John's laughing because he can't believe that someone could talk faster than Gord, but
That's exactly right, Lynette, exactly.
beat him to the
Exactly.
all
punch.
right.
He's gone. Okay, perfect. Here we go. Now let's get done with
Pouting.
this. It really is about, we have to make sure we have product, tourism product, and we've got to keep evolving. We've got to keep growing. And the only way you can do that is to really value the businesses and help teach them, give them opportunities. So yeah, workforce development is really important. Helping to them to develop those experiences, that new tourism product, giving them the research that they need to understand what consumers are looking for, and then bringing them together to collaborate on programs like the Pizza Club, like our Barrels, Bars and Brews. It's getting those like-minded businesses together to market together, because it's really hard to market an individual business here and there. But when you can put them together, as Gord mentioned, on packaging things, using our itinerary builder that Jason talks about often, the My Trip, where you can bundle things together, that's when you have something.
Yes.
So when you do your work, is it like a push or a pull? Do people come to you, or do you go out and get people?
I think a combination of the two. Gord, what do you think?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Without question. I think it's us identifying a lot of times, like when the craft brew scene started to really come on board, we realized that, hey, we need to talk to these folks. Let's bring them together. And then there are some where we just know what they're doing. And it's all about, as Lynette pointed out, Jason's got nothing to market if we don't have content.
Right.
So once we get the content and the messaging and things that are authentic and memorable experiences, which Lynette and her team helped develop, I think that that's where then we've got that message that then we can push out and share. But I really do think it's all about, and this is what we believe strongly in, it's all about engagement and working together, because we can't do it alone, and we need the industry to be in lockstep with us as we're out there developing experiences, bundling experiences, and or going out and marketing those experiences. So I think it's a combination, and I think the more dialogue we have and our engagement is high, the more we learn, and then we learn from them, and then we help them because they're so involved in their own individual businesses. A lot of times they can't see a bigger picture necessarily.
Right.
We help them do that.
Or they might not even think they're in the tourism business. So some retailers or some other artisans that might think, oh, I'm not a tourism business, but we help them to see that, yes, they are.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Interesting.
we
That's a
talk
really good
like
point.
this guide, when we talk about when you go to a place, people want to get something more authentic than a shot glass or a magnet or a sticker. So the We Made It program is to go buy something authentic from a local artisan that you can then display on your wall and remember forever, instead of a spoon collecting from back in the day. So it's following the times. It's Lynette puts together a program, gets the partners, and then we make it bigger and better if we can. So
Well,
Gord,
Go
I
ahead,
see what Lynette does and what Jason does. So what do you do?
Well, that's the $1 million question, Tom. Whatever it is, I've been doing it quite well for a long time.
That's right. That's right.
Good answer.
I'm just
Good
kidding
answer.
you, Gord. I'm
I'll-
just
I'll
kidding
tell
you.
you.
He keeps us harnessed and on track because
Yeah.
believe me,
And that's
I
hard.
need that. So
John, my success, if I've had any success, is the fact that I've surrounded myself with good people. They make me look good, the organization look good, and they're really serving the industry well. And as I mentioned, there's 2 of them at the bottom of the screen, at least my screen, but there's 6 others that are helping us do that on a daily basis. So I'm just happy to be working amongst them for sure.
Well, you're a good leader, so that's great because you give them.
Yes, you are, Gordon.
Yeah, you're a good leader.
Yes. You're a good
well,
team.
on my screen, all the ladies are on top. Just so
Oh,
you know.
I know. It's just weird how the screen goes. I know. It's a screen.
Sorry, Gord.
The host on the
All I
top
can see is somebody's black beret. I don't see anything else.
No, this is awesome. I just think it was great because having you back on, because I think having you back on too, we get to know what the winter things are, and we learned some more of the things that there are to do. But also this time is learning, and I know there's some probably small businesses owners watching or will be watching that maybe they do have something that they could come to the tourism to you guys to partner up to do things and stuff. And I agree, as a small business, you really sometimes you're so caught up just trying to stay on top of your own that you can't think outside of that. Like you don't think, oh, I could partner up, or there's resources for me. So you guys are a great resource, and you've done a lot of work. I mean, it shows. And I like Jason when you said too, this is what the times are, and these are things that people like. They want those experiences, so they want things that are like the artisan products, or like the craft beers, or the local wineries. They don't. And when you go somewhere, you do want to have something authentic to bring back from where you visited.
Well, like, would you ever think that a furniture builder would be a tourism attraction, which Michael
No.
DeFazio has become for us, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
he's doing things outside of his realm, and it helps him sell bigger pieces of furniture down the road. But it's such a good pinnacle piece for us to talk about that he's doing things that are different,
Yes.
or the flights, or the wine rides, sketch art workshop. You can go get a pottery kit, paint your own pottery, and then they fire the mug for you and ship it back to you. There's a lot of cool things going on.
Yeah.
We have a whole experiences section on our website at the top, buyable experiences, that you can
Yes.
go and buy things that are experiences to give instead of the traditional gift. So
What is that website, Jason?
visit windsoressex.com, Gordon, or ykgholidays.ca. Both.
There you
I'll
go.
go to there. So
Yeah,
And I
and
wanted
we
to give
do-
one more plug for our restaurants, in that maybe you're not doing takeout right now, or you can't dine in, but think about buying a gift card from a restaurant, because that cash flow
Yes.
right now is going to be really important to help them through, these times of restrictions. So like even just buying that gift card, using it at a later time, they could really use that support. Otherwise they won't be there.
That's right.
It's true. It's very, yeah, that's very true. And,
But-
it's nice. I think when we had Leo on from Coolini's way back when we first started, one of things, I think I forget what holiday it was going to be coming up to anyways, but what they were doing was, so everybody kind of ordered, like they were ordering from Coolini's, but he's a caterer. But if even you can't get together, say for Christmas, for instance, or not, why not order the same food from that one restaurant so you can each be having the same food, the wines from the local wine, and experience it virtually. So that way we're supporting that, another way to support and stuff. I remember him saying that, there was, I can't remember what holiday, but anyways, whatever it was,
It was Easter.
that's what it was. So
Yeah.
they all ordered dinners, but they would each be delivered to like whose ever house, and
Yep.
they're all have the same meal. So what a nice idea to do that as well.
So Jason, as a fellow foodie, are there any cooking classes?
So Chef Next Door is actually doing cooking classes. Now, I don't know if they're doing them now based on the level of the pandemic, but
Right.
they were doing food kits that you could buy and get shipped to your house too.
Okay,
So
great.
they're the first one to come back. Leah Maria's does them as well. So you could purchase a gift card to do
Okay.
them down the road when they come back to doing them. Those would be the two main ones in the marketplace right now, I believe. I don't know, Lynette, if you know of any others right
Not
now.
no, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Just want to mention to our viewers and that we have posted the websites in our group page. So please all you have to do is click right on there. Like we'll repost it again, but just click right on, and it'll bring you right into the website where you can see all these wonderful things that they've shared with us today. Where are we at? I'm just looking at my time because we saw 4 minutes. And any last closing thoughts? Because we have 4 minutes, so you each can have a minute, and then I'll wrap. But we
Well,
love having you guys on. It's so informative.
Yeah, well, let's let ladies go first. Lynette, you got a minute.
Well, something that I've noticed is I have more time on my hands this year. So I'm really kind of rediscovering some family traditions. So I think this is a really great time to, as Jason mentioned, revisit those family traditions, think about what maybe other generations have done and bring those things back. And I think that's something that I've taken from this pandemic, is to kind of go back to basics. And appreciate all the little things, and the gift guide really helps us to do that, I think, in enjoying those holiday traditions.
Jason?
And further to what Lynette's saying, I've seen more people than ever talking about baking again, and because everyone has the time. But like I say this in the office all the time. What's great about Christmas is that the feeling of happiness, because everyone's out and all the lights were up earlier this year, and this week with the snow and the music's all starting everywhere, like it just feels good, even though it isn't great out there, the feeling of it. So I'm baking cookies next week to give to some gifts to some people, so it's bringing back what I haven't done for years back into my life too. So it's that great wholesome feeling during the season.
Yeah, and well said. And I think it's that spirit of giving. And we started a community builder campaign, which was social media back when this pandemic first started, about YQG Stand Strong. And of course, that's YQG Stand Strong, when we stand together. And the messaging that we've been using lately is where I've said, stay well, stay local, and stay hopeful. And I think it's the hopeful part that we all want to try and embrace, because there are ways, and we've talked about them here in this last hour, where you can still celebrate with family, friends, in a measured way, and until we see the other side of this pandemic. And I think that as we continue to do that, you do want to celebrate what we do have and all that we have to be thankful for. And if you can, give back, and of course, help support local.
That's wonderful. Beautiful closings. They all resonate, and very, very, very good thoughts. You know what I did? Did we have any audience questions, Chris, or comments?
No questions
Okay.
today. They were very
Yeah.
thorough.
But so I just want to say thank you again to our viewers for watching, and please like and share it out, because there's very valuable information, and it's a great way to plan your holidays, having all of this to help you. So if you were struggling what to do, they've presented some wonderful ideas. Thank you to Lynette, Jason, and Gordon and your team back at the office for everything that you guys do. If we didn't have people like you in place, our small businesses would actually suffer even more than what we're suffering. And I think having what you do in place is probably going to keep them alive. And that, and the support, please support local. It's we can't say it enough. And there are good things here, so you don't have to go outside of it. We have such wonderful gift ideas, restaurants, artisans, like just everything really we have here. We're actually really fortunate for what we do have in our communities. So thank you guys again. I know we're going to ask you back. We'll ask you back again. We hopefully you will come back in the spring to let us know what's going on then, so we can.
And you'll be the first third one, Gordon.
You'll be, that's right.
Perfect.
So thank you everybody for
Okay.
joining us, and we look forward to seeing you back next week.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
We'll take you out with some music from Kenny G.
Good afternoon. This is Gordon.